God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we confront ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? This was the famous quote that Nietzsche said in The Gay Science. What Nietzsche was arguing was that nihilism in society was a consequence of the death of God. During this time in the late 1800s, he was worried about where society was going throughout Europe. Believing in one Christian God was no longer the central focus of people's lives. More and more people sought out personal freedoms rather than focusing on the Word of God. Nowadays, it seems like that is still true, where more and more people are following a nihilistic viewpoint where they believe nothing actually matters. And there's no reason to really do anything because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. But in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can use this nihilistic mindset to actually build a positive outcome. Because if nothing truly matters, then this is truly your biggest strength. Let me explain why. Nihilism is the belief that life has no inherent meaning, purpose, or value, and that traditional beliefs and moral principles are baseless. Nihilism can lead to a very depressing and bleak outlook. Why have any relationships or put any effort towards sustaining relationships if they're all going to come to an end anyway? Why put effort into my job when at the end of the day I'm gonna get fired regardless? Why invest in self-improvement tasks when the results of it are futile? This is something that I know I've thought about during my self-improvement journey, and I'm sure other people have as well. There's times when you are working on the self-improvement journey and you realize that an aspect of your life needs to change, and then you realize that that aspect of life that you need to change is going to take a lot of work, where you start to think, why even do it? Does the outcome even matter? Another thing while on the self-improvement journey where I found myself leaning towards this nihilistic mindset is, as soon as I got somewhere where I wanted to achieved it, my instinct was to start thinking about, oh, well, this doesn't actually even matter. I still have so much further to go. So again, kind of having that nihilistic mindset where even after achieving something, resorting to like the negative aspect or just thinking that, oh, this doesn't even matter. But this is actually what makes it great. You can use this mindset to truly free yourself and actually get to becoming the best version of yourself. Once you accept that you're just a small speck in this world, you can free yourself from all the worries that you burden yourself with every single day, knowing that none of that actually matters. If you feel that the weight of the world is on your shoulders, everything in your life seems stressful, and you start to feel like you're the worst person ever, then you can actually use nihilism in a positive manner and become an optimistic nihilist. Optimistic nihilists will realize that if nothing really matters, then nobody is actually that worried about you. And your perceptions of what other people think of you are completely false, because they don't actually care about what you have going on, and it doesn't even matter what they think of you, because at the end of the day, nothing matters. You're freeing yourself from the burden of other people's judgment. Also, you're freeing yourself from the burden that the things that you do matter in a grand scale. It'll allow you to free yourself from the shackles of your mind and allow you to just focus on what you want to do and focusing on being the best version of yourself. Also, realizing that nothing matters will allow you to enjoy the small day-to-day things much more. If nothing matters in a grand scale, you can still enjoy the small things in life. You can make things mean as much or as little as you want, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. A small cup of coffee or a walk in the park or just saying hi to a random person, you can make that mean a lot more than it does, and you can start enjoying those small things in life much more. The key is to embrace life's indifference. The universe doesn't care what you did, are currently doing, or will do in the future. You don't matter. But by embracing this, you can choose to live your life freely. You realize that there's no point in creating a perfect life, because this perfect life doesn't actually exist. And even if you do try to create this perfect life, you'll end up in the same place as everybody else. So rather than creating a perfect life, you can use optimistic nihilism to create the life that you want instead. Now, obviously, I don't think that anybody should go full nihilist. There's so many joys in working on yourself and putting in the effort to get somewhere. And to believe that nothing matters, which might be true, doesn't actually get you anywhere. A better idea is to be an optimistic nihilist, where you use the principles of nihilism, like the fact that maybe nothing matters or the efforts you put in today are futile, but use that to free yourself from expectations, free yourself from other people's judgments, and using that optimistic nihilist mindset to actually achieve what you want. The art of optimistic nihilism is that it allows you to forgive yourself, stop putting burdens on yourself, and also allows you to be what you finally want to be. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.